one of the most beautiful things I've found is I have 4 sisters that I can rely on, and I never had sisters before in my life. Now these 4 sisters aren't afraid of speaking up and speaking out to anyone to protect me. I really wish that it wasn't necessary. I wasn't intending to bring my family dirty laundry out into public in the way that they've accused me of. What I was doing was trying to prove myself and trying to defend myself against some pretty mean stuff from before I returned to New York State. So in that, I ended up doing things, saying things that I'm not ashamed of, and and if I hurt people intentionally, I would apologize. The fact is, the family's hurting because they're scared, and because I'm not the person, that little baby of the family, 5 years old, that everybody could walk all over if they wanted to. That not everybody did, but some did. Some did. Pretty good. Well, I'm not that little kid anymore. When I returned to New York State, before I crossed the state line, I said, I will not knuckle under and run again. Well, I've taken a beating. I've taken a lot of beatings, mentally and emotionally. And now they're pulling out the big guns, like social services. I've been accused of elder abuse. Me? Wow. Wow. I couldn't believe it when the social worker came to the door. I couldn't believe it. But this is how afraid they are that I will tell their family secrets. Well, I've been telling them the family secrets for years, and so have a lot of other people. Years and years and years. There's been no secret. Nothing was ever buried. If it had been buried, they wouldn't have started in on me when I first got back to New York. They wouldn't have been afraid. But they were afraid. And one brother in particular did his best to intimidate me and scare me off because they thought I was that little kid again. They're saying I'm bipolar. Well, I have post-traumatic stress disorder. And that's different. Post-traumatic stress disorder, when things happen that re-trigger or trigger old emotions, then I feel all that stuff at once. And yeah, I go a little off my nut. Well, I don't know who wouldn't go a little off their nut when they got so many people trying to destroy them for no other reason than that they have secrets and they're scared. Well, I'll tell you, I don't care if they're scared. I don't care what they feel. My life is mine now, and I am never going back to thinking the way I used to think, the way that kept me in the dark, that made me feel so much pain and so much rage and drink and, oh, wow. Look around me. Look around me. Hear the hummingbirds. Hear the breeze in the trees. I've got so much to be grateful for. The problem is, I'm stuck here in New York temporarily. And the people who are wanting me out of their lives are the ones creating obstacles that have kept me pulled under and defending myself and trying to ward off the blows instead of getting my business on track and getting on with my life. So I'm here to say, incest family that I come from, get a life. Get a life. You're not taking mine. you're not taking mine. Okay? Now my therapist, I did end up going to therapy again and upping my depression medicine, Zoloft, because, well, I was depressed naturally, but one of our sisters died just a few weeks ago during a family reunion. She didn't show up, of course. What a thing to say. I loved her. She was, well, I loved what I knew of her. I didn't know her real well, even though she was only 2 years older than I, because we were all so busy surviving this stupid family circus where predators were gods and victims were sludge under the feet.